That's, this one here is for the college belt person.
Yep.
Okay, that one is. Right, so channel 1's off. I'm turning channel 1 down, simply because we're using it.
We use it for the coach.
Yeah, but and not at the moment. You've got to tell me I'm not. No point having it on because we'll pick it up.
Okay.
Turn it down to the end. Otherwise, you should be. Well, we're streaming anyway. Kate, we're streaming. We're working. That's what I mean. So everything's going. This needs to be turned on. So can you read this out? Take it out.
Deakin University Senior Women's Match of the Round, Good Friday at CBEC Oval, Rowville, taking on the Hawks re-entry the senior women's competition in 2026. The last time they competed in the comp, it was 2022, and they actually won the flag that year. So a big afternoon ahead as we get ready for a doubleheader. And we are going to get straight off the bat with some coach interviews, and it's great to have Grant Walker here from the Rowville Football Club. And it's a big day for the club, Grant, and thanks for joining us. I know it's a busy day and we won't keep you too long, but it's a very exciting one for the football club.
It actually is, yeah. We're really, really excited to get the side back up here at Rowville. Obviously, started back in August, started getting a team together. The girls have really gelled really well. So it's been a few months in the making. They're really pumped to get out here today and actually finally play a game together. So.
Yeah, absolutely. What has sort of the vibe been over the off-season? It was announced last year that the side was going to get up, and it's been a few years since the side has been playing in this competition for the senior women's. What has been the vibe around the club? It's been a really big club, junior, senior. Netball has come into play in recent times, so it must be a very good environment.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the minute that Rowville contacted me to come in and have a chat, I just felt that vibe straight away walking here, and I sort of said, look, this is the place I think I could really set up a good side going here. Everyone's been really welcome in this club. Love all the players, committee, everyone's been so welcoming. They get around the girls as well. And it just made the girls feel so comfortable as well. So the vibe from them straight away, the girls, was like, we're part of this club. So it's been really good.
Absolutely. And slotted into Division 2 as well.
Yeah.
What are the expectations going into the year? Is it more just about consolidating the side, making sure they enjoy their football and setting it up from there? Is it hard to sort of know what to expect?
We actually just had a chat before. We actually don't know where we sit. So a lot of the girls here have been around that Division 2 standard anyway. They've been playing from other clubs, Div 2 and stuff. We think we'll compete okay here, but, again, you don't know what other clubs have done and all that as well. So we just want to compete, see how the girls gel together. We've had a couple of hit-outs already, practice matches, and they were pretty pleased how they went. So, but until you actually get out here now and game day, we don't really know. So high expectations that we're going to go all right, but you just don't know. Yeah.
Grant, you mentioned when I came to you to check on numbers and jumper numbers and information and that you possibly nearly would have had a second side up. That's an incredible positive for the club moving forward. Is there going to be work on that during the season?
We'd hope so. Basically, yeah, when we came across, Craig and myself, we were chatting, and then we were just getting, contact from everywhere. I want to come play, and we just had, it was like still September, October, and it was like, well, let's just see how we go first. And we sort of had to knock some girls back, unfortunately. I hate doing it. And just said, let's just see how we go, get a season up. If we go really well this season, girls have already said we'll contact you again at the end of the season, so we'll see how we go from there. So expectation is, and I've had chats with the club about it, that they said, they'd be all for having a second side. Like, why wouldn't you? You want girls playing footy, so that works. But obviously, you don't want to tap too far into other clubs' talent and all that as well, and deplete them. So there's a balance there of sort of what you do. But yeah, all excited. If we can get a second side, that'd be brilliant, especially in our second season. So yeah, we're very close. We could have done it this year, but we just said let's just hold off for a year. So.
Yep.
Yeah, certainly. And before we let you go, some of the players to have a look at. Obviously, it's a new side, it's fresh side.
Yep.
There's plenty of players from Beaconsfield and around in that division that has been in recent times. Kira Emery's one that's sort of been noted. Dandenong Stingrays as well. Who's going to stand out and who you're looking at, or we should look at as players to keep an eye on today?
Yeah, we know what Kira brings, but she hasn't played for 20 months or something, coming off a knee reco. She was on Casey Demon's list last year with her knee, so she's excited to get back out there and play footy. So I think we're trying to hold her back. So she's just like a bullet gate at the moment. all around there. Jade down forward will be pretty handy. Mackenzie Crow's a smart little forward. Just the way, I'm just more excited about how, like, our ruck went down with a ruptured ankle just before the season, so we've been working on another girl to come and ruck for us. It's just now seeing how she goes. I think she'll go all right. She's done it before in juniors.
Yep.
It's just been doing a bit of work with her. I think she'll go okay. I'm just excited to get out there, to be honest. Like, yeah, it's just there's few there to watch, but yeah, I don't know. So we've also got Ebony Stevenson's come in. Stingrays have been kind enough to release her for today's game, so looking forward to see how she goes. We don't know how many games we'll get her for, so excited to see her go as well.
Well, Grant, I know it's a busy morning, so we'll let you go, and we're looking forward to seeing the sides. Great to have Rowville back in the senior women's competition. All the best today, and we look forward to the game.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Cheers.
Grant. The senior coach of the Rowville senior women's side. Great to have them back into the competition, and we're also going to be joined by Shalette Baker, the senior coach of the Kilsyth Football Club. Great to see you, Shalette. It's odd seeing you in different colours in the red and black this year, but really exciting to start the season on Good Friday.
Yeah, no, we're really excited. The Kilsyth girls are up and about, and probably haven't had this many opportunities to be match of the round, so they're really excited for today.
Just for those who don't know, the last couple of seasons you've led Montrose to grand finals, and now you've got a new chapter here at Kilsyth. What was the drawing point about the Cougars that really got you across the line that you knew you wanted to coach here?
I think Simon and Marco, both senior and junior presidents, they talked highly of the women and girls program and the support that they have for it. So that was first and foremost what got me there.
And obviously with the side, you've got a second team as well that will be competing this year in Division 5. How exciting is that? I mean, numbers and women's football has been continuing to grow, and now Kilsyth are one of those sides who have been able to grow their program into enough that you've been able to field two sides.
Yeah, they were confident that last year they had about 26, 27, 28 by the end of the season, so they just kept getting girls come in. So we saw that as an opportunity to go, okay, let's go for it. So we've recruited a couple of other players that would form in both teams. So and the under 18s now have come back in from 16s. We didn't have an 18s last year. So to have that ability to transition the girls in both teams throughout the season, I think is an exciting part of the future for Kilsyth. Nelly,
almost.
Nelly.
With the list that you've got registered to play today, what team members stand out to you as ones that we can look forward to seeing to be instrumental in getting the ball to where it needs to be?
Well, we've got that midfield. Emily Van Veen, she's been there since the start of the senior women's. She's so powerful. We've picked up a couple others, but they're not playing today in the midfield. But we've got a really good defensive midfield group as well. So we've got Ellie Campbell, and we've got a couple of the defenders that are now rotating through the mid. So Charlie and Maddie. So, no, we're really excited to see what we can do.
Very exciting times. We're actually about to start in a couple of minutes, so we'll let you go and get down to the boundary. But all the best today. Great to see you again.
Thank you, Ta.
So, Shalette Baker there, the senior coach of the Kilsyth Football Club. And very exciting to see this game play out. Good Friday football at Seabeck Oval, Rowville versus Kilsyth. Division 2, Kate, this is actually a round 5 game that's been pushed forward. So if you're looking for it on Play HQ, it's not going to come up in round 1 in Division 2. It's round 5. But look, it's an awesome set up here at Rowville for Good Friday football. We've got the senior men's later on. To have the women's in their first game back in the competition, also playing on Good Friday. Really exciting for the group, and it's great for us to be out here and watch this game play out.
It means that we actually get a good look at them right off the bat, seeing that we haven't seen them since Grand Final 2022. I'm actually looking forward to seeing both teams because I think it's been a while since we've all seen
Kilsyth. So I'm just really interested to see how they settle in. Both teams have got players that have come from different clubs and that, and my biggest interest is in seeing how they all gel together and work together. I have full confidence in both Grant for and Craig with Rowville, and Michelet and Roy for Kilsyth. So it is, on paper, it's looking to be a really good game.
Oh, absolutely. It's very hard to tip this one because we haven't seen Rowville before. It's a new side. Kilsyth, as you said, we haven't seen much from a match of the round perspective. So, but we're going to do a tip anyway. I've tipped Rowville just on the basis. So I think a bit of the unknown quantity.
I originally went Kilsyth, but I was just tipped over the edge with Rowville's playing list.
Well, there we go, and we're ready to go. Round 1 or round 5, should I say? Good Friday football. Ball being chased towards the boundary side. Picked up cleanly there by Mark B for the Hawks. Going towards your right side of the screen in this first quarter. Beard for the Kilsyth side. Handball back. Hawker. Ball trapped in. Just comes out inside forward 50 here for the Hawks now. Stolen away by Van Veen. Handball over the top. Devaney just lost it. The tackle applied there from Simpson. And back they go again into a bit of space. Socket off the ground. And going forward again. The Hawks. One-on-one battle. And we might just get a stoppage. Umpire lets it play on. It's that ball to come out. Kilsyth defending this one. But it might come back again. Hawks with numbers around the ball. That was Simpson again, who's wrapped up in the tackle. And we'll get a ball up right in front of us, Kate.
Just quickly, the ground is quite dewy at the moment, but nice and firm. Rowville kicking to the right of your screen and Kilsyth to the left.
Here's Van Veen. Got the handball away in time, and now Kilsyth halfway down the field. Big tackle applied. The pressure's been good early from both sides. Again, socket off the ground here for Kilsyth. And a chance now for Rowville. Forward they go again. Simpson inside 50.
Mark B's been very prominent in this first few minutes for Rowville.
Yeah, certainly it's going to be interesting to see who's going to really stand up early in this game with this new Hawk side. No decision called, and umpire says give it to me, and we'll get a ball up just inside 50 here for the Hawks. Great to be out here at Seabeck Oval today. No score in the first couple of minutes of this clash. Once again, we'll get another stoppage. Tap forward here from the Hawks by Lane. Clearing kick. It's probably the part of the ground they haven't been able to quite break through just yet. Sam Devaney wrapped up in the tackle.
They're very even at the moment. I think both teams are just taking their time to settle in.
As you said, conditions certainly a little bit slippery out there. Dewy, of course, bit of rain from last night. Running around there, Hargreaves. Towards the half-forward line.
Again,
trapping
Markby.
it nicely. The one-handed pickup was nice by Markby. Now one-on-one, and the mark is taken. Play on straight away. And towards goal is Smith. Smith for the first. Not quite, just to the right, but very impressive there, Kate.
Oh, absolutely. Rowville seems to be settling in a little bit quicker than Kilsyth, but that could be just the fact that, you know, the familiarity of their own home ground, so that maybe is a bit of an advantage as well at this point. Yeah,
certainly. As Kilsyth look to go out of their back half to an intercept mark. The score at the moment, just the one behind to the Hawks. Here's Allen. Allen inside 50, and the mark is taken. And they've done this well. They're still a fair way out from goal. They put her up towards the hot spot. Can they get a mark out of this? Great grab, and that's paid. And that's Jade Smith again.
Yeah, she's did play with the Narre and South Stingrays and was actually their captain.
Has taken 2 big marks already. And this, for the first goal for Rowville, Smith comes in. Kick looks good off the boot, and it is through. Rowville get their first. Welcome back to the senior women's competition. The Hawks 1-1-7. Kilsyth yet to score.
She's really made an impact quite early on, Jade Smith, and she's made very good use of the ball when she's received it.
Yeah, she has. She's taken a couple of good marks already, so this time was able to finish off the good work with a goal. As we said, great opportunity to be able to play here on Good Friday. Standalone game for the senior women's competition. Out the ruck there, Lane tapped it down. Van Veen to the Cougars. Might receive her own kick, she does. Spins around, puts it on the right boot towards centre half forward. And the mark is taken. No, it's called to play on, it's touched off the boot. Back in towards the middle of the ground. Handball away in time. The kick from Campbell. And the Hawks again look to move this one down the line. Picked off Harrison.
Number 11 for Rowville, Lang Lan. She's making an impact in that back 50.
Defensive half, yeah, absolutely. Had a couple good moments early on in this game. So a chance for Kilsyth now. They enter their forward 50. Almost the mark was taken, just came off hands, and the Hawks have got all the numbers around this and players out as well. Hargreaves has now got plenty of space. Can kick forward towards us on the boundary side. That's going to roll out of bounds, and Kilsyth to take possession of the footy right in front of us.
It's been impressive to see Rowville, just how defensive and attacking they are in the first 5 to 7 minutes of this game.
Yeah, certainly right. Walker's kicked forward, came off hands, and umpire will ball it up. Centre wing here. Tap forward again. That was by Lane. And now they're off. The Hawks. Markby again. Handballed forward. Kilsyth probably get away with one there, but just all Hawks numbers in the middle of the ground. But to hold that up, that's probably a good result for the Cougars. Tap down again here from Harrison. Follows up her good work with a kick forward. Bouncing ball. Kept alive. Hardy. Spun around on the right towards centre half forward. Ball hits the deck. Where Rowville looked good. Ball's going to come back. Van Veen with the intercept mark.
She's really taken the lead for Kilsyth. She just perhaps might need one or two other players to step up a bit more to give her support.
Certainly one of the more experienced players on the Kilsyth lineup. Simpson's kick has been intercepted here for the Cougars. So down the line right in front of us, broadcast side of Seabeck Oval. Kicked forward by Allen.
Nice intercept by number 2, Ivanovic for Kilsyth.
So Ivanovic looks to switch the play. And just pushing aside her opposition there. Was able to get this forward. That was Lovelock, who's got a player in the middle of the ground. Couldn't quite get there to take the mark. Important ball to be won here from either side. Tap forward. Simpson's around this one for the Hawks. Kick forward, Hawker. Kick was smothered. Second attempt gets it away. Maintained possession through Harrison. Towards that far side of the ground. Chasing it first was Hannah Gregory. Under a bit of pressure here, the Hawks. They've done well. And it looks like that ball might just roll out of bounds. Kept alive by Jackson. And wrapped up, and we'll get a ball up on that far side.
Lang Lane has been very effective for Rowville in her halfback position. She's really shut down Kilsyth's entry into their forward 50.
Another player that's come across from the Berwick Football Club. There's a few that are playing on in this side at the moment. As the Hawks looking to link up as they move forward. It's 1-1-7 the Hawks. Kilsyth yet to score in this opening quarter if you've just joined us. Big tackle there, and has given away the free kick, in fact, and Kilsyth look to take advantage of this through Harrison. Harrison down the line. No mark taken. Ball comes back out. And a holding ball free kick, so I think Grant will be pretty happy with the way they've attacked this game, the Hawks. Pressure's been great.
Yeah, they've really settled in quite quickly, and from what we've seen so far, have really gelled together quite quickly. I just feel with Kilsyth, they've got a little bit of nerves in there, perhaps a little bit of cobwebs, but still their defence is still impressive for that.
Yeah, certainly, as Smith was involved once again. Under a lot of pressure here is Jackson, clearing kick. It's going to come straight back. Simpson handles it off to a runner coming past in Stevenson, who is called for running too far.
That was bad luck. Yeah, but I've actually been quite impressed with Kilsyth's back 50. They've been under pressure for significantly most of this quarter so far, and they've only
Conceded the one goal.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive and a positive moving forward as we keep going in this quarter.
Yeah, certainly is. Ball trapped on that far side. Handballed out of there, it was Hargroves. Intercepted here for the Cougars. And towards a bit of space. It's a one-on-one. Hawks have got some other numbers coming to the contest as well. And it looks a holding free kick is certainly there. So the Cougars right in front of us take possession. Unfortunately, we don't have the time on the scoreboard, so we don't know how long's left in this first quarter. It's 1-1-7 Rowville. Kilsyth yet to score. Allen handballed it back. And across the line it went. So
great work by number 30 Zarek for Kilsyth to hang in there with a almost 3-on-1 to still come out successful with winning the ball to get down to Kilsyth's forward 50.
yeah, certainly is. This is a big opportunity now for the Cougars. Inside 50, the bouncing ball. Back it goes to Jackson. Jackson's shot on goal is through. Kilsyth on the board. Their first major of season 2026. They move to one straight 6. Rowville 1-1-7. Jackson with her first. The vice captain of the side. Going to be very important this year. The Cougars to make a run in Division 2.
Just quickly looking at the talent on both teams, you've got some really strong goal kickers for both sides, so it's going to be a really good battle between them.
Well, it's certainly going to be a fascinating contest to see how it all plays out this afternoon. Really a good chance for us to get a good look at this division and what a couple of these sides are going to be made of. A free kick out of the middle here going the way of Harrison, who can send Kilsyth forward once more. I'd love to hit the lead before quarter time. The mark is taken.
Nice mark by O'Toole.
O'Toole at centre half forward. Delivers this ball inside 50 towards the hot spot. Hawks with plenty of numbers around this ball. And wrapped up in the tackle will get a ball up deep inside Kilsyth's forward 50. Socket off the ground there.
Dangerous play.
And in danger, free kick here to the Hawks as they'll kick towards us on the broadcast side. Well done there by Ivanovic to spoil that one. Picked it up nicely off the left boot, inside 50. That's perfect. Has hit up a target. That might be Van Veen. So Sarah Ivanovic was absolutely brilliant there to get the spoil, and then off the left boot just hit up a target. And Van Veen could put Kilsyth in front if this comes back. Not quite, but it is a minor score, which means we are all tied 1-1-7 apiece in this Division 2 match of the round. The Deakin University Senior Women's Competition. Great to be back 2026. The first official game of the year, Kate.
And it's a round 5 game.
And it's a round 5 game.
For a moment there, I thought, hang on.
Here they go again, Kilsyth. They're looking to really push here towards the top of the square. Big tackle applied.
That initial goal by Jackson seems to have really settled Kilsyth down, and they've got in their groove for they've been very on the attack this part of the quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Tapped in towards a dangerous spot. The kick from Bentley was smothered. They're still having a crack at this one. Was that Harrison? And off hands, minor score. They move to 1-2-8 Kilsyth, 1-1-7 Rowville. They hit the lead as we approach quarter time at this game. I think we'll have to get the timer out in the second quarter to keep track of this one, but good start from both sides.
Unless we get the timekeepers behind us just to, you know.
So the mark is taken by Ivanovic, who's certainly come alive in the last 5 minutes here for Kilsyth. Inside 50, mark is taken, and not quite. Must have come off hands, I'm guessing. And in fact, it is coming back. So Bentley here, I think the umpire signalled a sling tackle. I thought she actually took the mark. Must have come off hands or something. But Abby Bentley, the skipper of the side, it's a big opportunity here to really capitalise on 5 minutes of dominance from Kilsyth.
And exactly when they needed it, because it looked like they were potentially going into the quarter scoreless.
Yeah, on the back foot.
Yeah, so to have both teams on the board is a positive for both of them going into the end of this quarter.
So they lead 1-2-8 to 1-1-7 as we're just waiting for play to resume here. And a big opportunity for Bentley. We know she can kick goals. Off the right boot, that's beautiful. If it holds, just couldn't quite get across the line. Accuracy was great. Still not safe yet, Rowville. Ball still alive. They're trying to track this away from the goal line. So no score. Looked good off the boot. Just didn't have the length.
Absolutely. I thought she was a given for it.
So as we said, 1-2-8 to 1-1-7. Kilsyth leading in this first quarter.
They've turned the ball over to Rowville for a kick-in.
So the Hawks out of their back half. And the mark is intercepted again here for Kilsyth. They've done such a great job in the last 6 or 7 minutes just to lock it in their forward 50, create some opportunities, and they are taking marks inside 50. High kick towards the hot spot, and the mark is taken
by Bentley.
And Kilsyth,
is it Bentley?
Again, we'll have another shot.
17.
It's
Harrison,
who's been good in the ruck. Both rucks have been good so far in this game, and for Harrison here, a goal would put them 7 points up as we approach the quarter time break. And it is to the left.
Yep.
So it's just a minor score. That moves them to 1-3-9 Kilsyth, 1-1-7 the Hawks.
It's been the tale of two halves in this first quarter, with Rowville dominating the first part, and now Kilsyth's gotten into their groove and they're dominating the latter half. So it's going to be interesting to see what plays out in the coming quarters.
Yeah, that's certainly right. As the Hawks here will take the game on through the middle of the ground. Just got to get out of this back half at the moment. They've been trapped in here for a while. Doing well again there, Harrison. Got off to Campbell. Campbell inside 50. Bouncing ball. Tackle applied. And this one doesn't look like it's coming out, so a ball up. Hawks just defending, trying to get to quarter time here. They'll be pleased just to keep this as a 1 goal each game unless they can create an opportunity late. There's not long left in this first quarter.
Both
Back on the far side.
Both teams are handling the dewy conditions, because that ball would be getting really heavy.
Yeah, it certainly is. As the Hawks clearing kick out of their back half, bouncing towards us here on the broadcast side of the ground at Seabeck Oval, and the scoreboard's up. We've got 49 seconds left. 1-1-7 to 1-3-9.
The scoreboard guides heard you, Ryan.
Well, we needed it. As the ball comes back, Devaney took the mark, played on straight away. They haven't got too long. Handballed back here for the Hawks. Could come back again. The road tool. Can they get a late mark? Almost taken by Lane. Applying the pressure. The handball just in time. On that far side, socket off the ground by Lane. And Kilsyth, unless they can get something out of this 5 seconds, they're going to run out of time.
Both teams are, at this point, are very evenly matched, both in their attack and their defence. It's really good. I'm enjoying this game.
Well, absolutely. We've got a good game on our hands here. It's quarter time in the Deakin University match of the round. Kilsyth lead 1-3-9 to Rowville 1-1-7. We're going to take a quick break and then we'll be back for the second quarter action at Seabeck Oval.
Still running. Stop. Order. Start. Not that. Don't touch that. It's amazing now. Spend the whole 6 months off and you go to use stuff again, and all of a sudden on the day, when you set it up for the night before something that doesn't want to work.
It's always the way, isn't it? Yeah, no, it's going well.
Okay, still alright, so as long as you sent me Blake,
Yeah.
I'm not like a video.
Well, keep an eye. Let me know how he goes.
Maybe you're right.
I'm reminding him that like Mike's alive at breaks for him to have his conversations away from.
Are you with me?
No, Chris. Chris is good.
Oh, you're going over.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Deakin University Senior Women's Match of the Round between Rowville and Kilsyth. Good Friday football. Great to be out here at Seabeck. We've got the double header. We've got Rowville later, which is also another live stream, which you can find on EFNL YouTube, but also the Eastland Match of the Round between Blackburn and Balwyn, the grand final rematch, which all starts at 1:15 p.m. Big day, Good Friday football. It's great, Kate.
I was just with Huddle, so just quickly back. Rowville's very, they're happy with where they are. Just quickly, their clearance, they're beating them in Kilsyth in clearances and rock dominance. The key for this quarter is just to keep boost up their intensity again and pick up loose players and take back control.
Yeah, absolutely is. They did win that ruck battle as well. Stevenson now here for the Hawks. Putting them forward, they're kicking to the left side of your screen. If you're watching at home at YouTube. One-on-one contest on the far side. Handball over the top. And wrapped up in the tackle. So, as we mentioned, 1-3-9. The Cougars lead Rowville 1-1-7. Fascinating first quarter. The Hawks probably controlled most of the first half of it. And then Kilsyth had a very strong 6 or 7 minutes to finish the quarter. And probably unlucky not to get a second one. A couple opportunities. Now it's the Hawks.
I think
Mackenzie Crow.
Yeah, I think from memory, the left hand, the scoring end to the left of your screen is the preferred scoring end.
And that one just came off a fist into the goalpost. So 1-2-8 Rowville moved to. Kilsyth 1-3-9. We played 1 minute into this second quarter. Of course, if you're just joining us, Rowville first game back in the senior women's competition since their 2022 premiership flag. And the mark inside 50 taken for the Hawks. Towards the top of the square. Around that was Smith. Been involved early. Kicked the opening goal for the Hawks.
Rowville's numbers in their forward 50 are dominating Kilsyth's. I noticed that Kilsyth have pulled themselves back a little, so I'm not quite sure what the game plan is there.
Shot on goal almost went through there. That could have been off the boot of Markby. But yeah, you're right, Kate. We're all tied up, 1-3-9 apiece. As Kilsyth look to bring this one out of their back half.
We just have to keep an eye out for those key players that both coaches have identified to us as being, key in breaking deadlocks.
Well, one of them is Ebony Stevenson, who sent that ball forward. Also, Stingrays listed. It's come from the Listerfield under-18 side. It's been a very strong junior club. Smith. Handball in time, tapped forward off the right boot towards goal. No one's going to bounce out, so no score. Kilsyth will take possession of the football, and we start this quarter probably similar to the way we started that first quarter with the Hawks doing all the attacking.
I was just thinking that. I was going to say it. So, yeah, I got a funny feeling this is the way it's possibly going to play out.
It could be one of these momentum games. Who makes the most of the momentum when they get it? Kilsyth will certainly have their patches of dominance as well. So who's going to be able to put it on the scoreboard? Stevenson with the handball, been involved a lot in this quarter. Simpson, who was good in that first quarter. And she applies the pressure there, tackle, and sock it off the ground. Allen involved again for the Hawks.
She nearly tripped there.
And we're going to get a ball up on that far side. Great to be back out at Seabeck Oval, Cape. Been a while since I've been here.
And I don't think we've ever done a women's game here. Even back in 2022.
I remember one. We did Rowville Park Orchards.
Oh, here?
Yeah, yep, 2022.
Oh, you've got a better memory than me.
My memory's not great, but I do remember coming down for that one. Could have been, 2022.
Yeah.
So we get a ball up on that far side. Tap down Stevenson. Inside 50. Mark not quite taken, but a good contest from both players. Ball hits the deck and Kilsyth is desperate to get this one out, but tap forward here for the Hawks, deeper into their attack, doing nicely. And the handball there from Leonard.
One thing that's
and a free kick here going the way of the Hawks, and it's going to be a big opportunity because it's going in the direction of Jade Smith, who had the first one of the game, Kate.
Yeah. One thing I have noticed is that both teams are very evenly matched, and it's going to make a great contest throughout the season when these two teams meet up.
Smith, kick on the way. She's got two. She gets the Hawks second. 2-3-15 Rowville, 1-3-9 Kilsyth. And what a perfect start for the Hawks in this second term. They've done all the attacking so far. Repeat inside 50s, and they get their reward. 2-3-15 to 1-3-9. We've played 5 minutes into this second term.
Similar situation to Smith's goal in quarter one.
Yep. Yeah. Well,
same kind of pressure, same kind of scenario, getting the ball to her, and her making the best use of it, getting on the scoreboard.
Well, she's a great marker of the football, and if she doesn't mark, she's certainly opposition and certainly going to be worried about her that they might give away free kicks from time to time. I'll be getting it to her every single time I can.
Yeah, well, she's got great leadership down there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. There's that kick there from Lane. It was out of bounds on the full, so right in front of the Rowville bench. Kilsyth take possession of the football. Down the line they go. No mark taken. Almost a good attempt there, and Stevenson sees it over.
I think I've been mistaking Markaby with Emery, because Emery's got the one right on her side for the 116.
Oh.
So that's where we've gone wrong.
Okay, gotcha. The 116.
Yeah.
There you go.
She accidentally left her normal jumper at home.
I don't know. She might be the first player ever to wear the 116 in an official game. Stevenson, blind turn, got the handball off. And there she is, Emery. Stevenson again, trying to keep this one in, but that one's out of bounds on the full. So we probably said Markby quite a bit in that first quarter.
But it's definitely
Emery around the footy.
That her long ponytail is just covering it.
So here's Harrison, got the handball off to Ivanovic. Now Kilsyth's first chance of the quarter to go forward. The mark was dropped at centre half forward, but still keeping possession of it. Socket in front of herself there, Jackson. Ball still to be won. Free kick being awarded. And it's going in the direction of the Hawks. So from a half-back line towards us on the broadcast side. Ball came off hands. Quick handball from Ivanovic. Got it off here as Devaney goes forward. It's kept alive. Inside 50 now for the Cougars. Bouncing ball towards the boundary side. That win certainly picked up in the last few minutes as a big opportunity here for the Cougars. Pushed aside. Got the kick away in time. Still alive here. Right boot forward. And walking into an open goal, Jackson has her second. And that was well done by the Cougars. We're all tied again. 2-3-15.
We may be in for a situation that it's goal for goal. looking at this.
Well, it's certainly a big result there for Kilsyth after being under the pump early, and unfortunately looks like we've got an injury here for the Hawks. We've got a player coming off the ground at the moment as Kilsyth, who have been under the pump in this second term, and just the 2 inside 50s, and they capitalise with a goal, which is important for them, levelling up the score.
Player just indicating to the trainer that it was a heavy impact to the inside of her right knee. So, and again, I got to take hat off to the trainers. Kilsyth's trainers just run out to find out whether or not they needed a hand. So I love the camaraderie between the trainers of all clubs.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll probably have play held up here for a moment as we do approach the halfway mark of this second term. It's 2-3-15 apiece between Rowville and Kilsyth in this Deakin University match of the round. And of course,
they've actually called now for the stretcher.
Yeah, it looked like it was holding the knee, so
yeah,
fingers crossed it's nothing too serious. But we are going to hold up and play, and probably the sides will get a chance to go to their huddles and reassess in this second term. If you've just joined us, Good Friday football between Rowville and Kilsyth. Of course, 3 senior games to be played, all live streamed today by the EFNL channels. We've got later here at Seabeck, which is a 3 p.m. start, Rowville versus South Belgrave. South Belgrave's first ever game in Premier Division in the senior men's competition. Exciting to see what they'll be able to achieve. Of course, the match of the round is the grand final rematch between Bowen and Blackburn.
What have you picked for that?
I've tipped Blackburn in that one, and I've tipped Rowville to beat South Belgrave here at Seabeck, but we'll certainly see. She isn't coming off on the stretcher, which I would say is good news. Hobbling off the ground, so fingers crossed she's all right as we get ready to resume play in just a moment. As we're back in the middle of the ground, we've got 9 minutes of play in this second term, 2-3-15 apiece between Rowville and Kilsyth. Division 2, of course, a round 5 game, Kay, as we mentioned.
Okay, the player that's come off injured is number 32 for Rowville, Yanios, and I do apologise for incorrectly pronouncing that name.
Yes, as we'll get another ball up back in the middle again. Lane with the jump over the top, couldn't quite clear it out. Here's Kilsyth, Harrison, handball away in time. There's Emery, the famous 116. As the ball bounces forward towards centre half forward, picked up nicely. Van Veen, ball comes back as Rowville look to escape their back half through Stevenson. And still here just at the far side of the ground. And wrapped up in a tackle, so we'll get another ball up.
Very strong pressure from Rowville on Kilsyth, because Kilsyth could have run away with that.
So ball up on that far side, tap down from Harrison. Lane involved there, and we'll get another ball up. So we're none the wiser on who's going to walk away with the 4 points since we started here, 2-3-15. A lot of unknown going into this game with a fresh new Rowville side and a somewhat new look Kilsyth outfit with a new coach in Shalette Baker. And it's a tight game so far. As
no side's been able to dominate the other because of they're both highly evenly matched with attack and the defence, and that's the thing that we keep going back to, just how equal they are with that.
Absolutely, it's been a game of momentum. High kick, no mark taken. Ball comes alive. Here's Rowville through Hargreaves. Looking to get that forward, but Kilsyth cut off by Lane. Was paid the mark too, so Alicia Lane also from moving across from Berwick. Puts this ball back into attack inside 50. No mark taken by the Kilsyth defender there. Emery involved again. towards goal and has put that through. Rowville break the deadlock and they move to 3-3-21 to 2-3-15.
That could have gone either way with both Kilsyth and Rowville, but Rowville's just seemed to have stepped it up a little, and that's all down to Emery.
Yeah, she was fantastic in that contest and able to push forward and add her first of the day. Of course, we do apologise because we're probably calling her Markby all quarter.
But that ponytail and that taped one to the side.
Yeah, I did not notice the tape. As this ball back into action here, chasing that with Stevenson. Couldn't quite pick it up, so still conditions, you can tell, are still going to be tough out here as socket off the ground. Well kept alive by Allen. And right in front of us, we'll get another ball up.
Both defence are working very hard, as are their attack. I know I keep saying that, but watching the game, there's nothing between them.
Yeah, that's right. As ball rolls out of bounds, inside 50 now here for the Cougars, right in front of Charlotte Baker and
Roy.
The assistant coach there at Kilsyth.
For both teams, for Kilsyth to break through, they really need one of their key players to kind of step up and make a break. Otherwise, if they don't, with Emery for Rowville, she'll find a way of breaking out like she just did before.
As well as Simpson, who did quite well to just get this ball out of their back half and towards the middle of the ground. As now Kilsyth may have an opportunity of themselves. Smith-Clark there, who picked up first. She gets a handball back. Kick was smothered. Could have been by a teammate as well. Accidentally, as that ball wrapped up on the far side.
Potentially a missed opportunity there.
Yeah, potentially is.
Because Rowville just seems to be stepping up now with that Emery goal.
Well, here she is again, Emery. Finds the football and sends this into attack and into the chest of Smith.
That's a dangerous combination of those two.
Moves it on quickly and hits up a target herself. Great transition from the Hawks.
And that's...
and they'll get a set shot on goal. And a big opportunity here. They lead by 6 points and the mark was taken by Mackenzie Crowe.
Now, if they get this, you could quite potentially have the advantage going in to the halftime break.
Well, it gives them a nice little break on the scoreboard if she can put this through and give them a 2-goal lead. The kick on its way is through the middle. There wasn't much of a reaction from her teammates there, but
yeah,
it's been put through 4-3-27 to 2-3-15. And that is a handy break for the Hawks. Crowe's first goal of the game.
And that was Mackenzie, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then that was come across from Berwick, of course. As we're back in the middle again with 3 minutes to play in this second term before half-time, and Hawks at the moment looking very good.
I feel that Kilsyth, they just need to have a quick, have a quick response to this, because or even just a really strong showing to keep their momentum up and keep their heads up going into the halftime break.
Well, you talked about it quarter time from the huddle, and Grant Walker, and probably the owning the clearance battle, and that's certainly been a
dominant
factor this quarter, and that's through the likes of Emery and Stevenson. Can Kilsyth get something back?
Yeah, well, Grant did say in the huddle that, you really needed the girls to pick up those loose players and take back control. And by doing, picking up those loose players, continuing the ruck dominance and the clearances, they have taken back control.
So here they go forward now, the Cougars, towards centre half forward, bouncing ball. Rowville with the numbers behind play, and they're able to clear this one out. Stevenson was underneath that one. Ball falls out the back to Leonard. We'll get a ball up again. 2 minutes to play in this second term. Very important for Kilsyth if they can't get one back themselves, just to at least prevent a late goal. And they get the hit out here in the clearance forward. towards centre half forward. Great mark taken. Huntington.
Kilsyth are settling themselves down, just the focus, and there's Emery again intercepting.
So ball still alive inside Kilsyth's forward 50. Simpson involved once more. Last played back in 2024 with Berwick.
Again, Emery in there dominating.
She's going to take the ruck battles too. She can do.
She's an all-rounder, which is going to be dangerous for the season for all teams.
Jackson involved. Tackle applied by Allen. Ball comes back out. And we'll get another stoppage here. A minute to play. There's still time for Kilsyth. Get a late goal prior to the half-time siren. They win the footy here. Jackson gets it away in time. It's stolen away. Here's Emery. Can the Hawks get one back? She's streaming through the middle of the ground. She's got pace. She can take another bounce if she wants to. She does. Still going. Putting it towards goal. This would be fantastic if they can get a mark here. Off hands.
Nice defence by Kilsyth to keep him out from that.
And she is one to watch this season. Electric through the middle. Almost thought she was going for home. And Kilsyth just holding it up here with 10 seconds left. They're just going to hope this clock ticks down, not give away a free kick or a quick goal from the clearance. Ball up. We've got 6 seconds left. Can they get something out of this, Rowville? Kilsyth just desperate not to give away a free kick, and they don't. So they will enter half-time 12 points behind Rowville. The Hawks, who re-enter the competition today, they lead 4-3, 27 to 2-3, 15 Kilsyth, Kate.
Kilsyth, to their credit, their back half worked really hard in both quarters. Rowville, you could almost say they've blown it apart a bit. It's
opened up the game, didn't they?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting what Kilsyth does in the second half to respond to this, because they really do need to respond to this.
Absolutely. Big second half to come. Don't go anywhere from Seabeck Oval. It's Rowville 4-3, 27 to Kilsyth 2-3, 15.
through there. Not too much. No, right. You can see where they plug in left and right. Right. We'll do the next game. That goes in the black case. So where's the other lead for this? We picked one of the leads off. That's short lead. We would have find one of those. Can't see where it is. I reckon we have it. We've got to find that lead somewhere. It might be in the case or the brown bag.
We've turned it over 10 times. It doesn't matter. It's okay. Like, sorry.
in online. No. Yeah, it's just you're too close to the
Welcome back to the Deakin University Senior Women's Match of the Round between Rowville and Kilsyth. Half time here, the Hawks lead 4-3-27 at 2-3-15. Kilsyth are on line with Kate Green. We're going to go to you in a moment, Kate, as we get underway, because you've been busy down at, I don't know if you're in the rooms or the huddles before we go out. Bit of both, doing some extra work, and we might go to you now. What's the message from the sides?
Half time, both coaches have identified just how evenly matched they are, both in attack and defence. Just with Rowville, they're looking at trying to get the game more into open space for the players and get that free-flow game style that they enjoy going, and also just to continue to increase their forward pressure. Just quickly with Kilsyth, they noted that Rowville's opportunity is coming off crumbing for the ball, so they've got to shut that down. They just need to match up more and then just trust in the players, because they've got two players going for a mark where they really should be trusting that one of them can go in for it. So just a few points, but otherwise both coaches saying that they're very evenly matched across the board.
Yeah, absolutely. And back here up in the third quarter, we're a minute into this game. At Kilsyth going to your left side of your screen, doing the attacking at the moment. Stevenson tried to keep that one in, but it's going to come back.
We just needed to move that
boundary line a little bit further,
like
and
half a metre out.
And she was off. But really, when you look at that midfield group from Rowville, and Stevenson's been really important. We talked a lot about Emery in the 116. We'll call him Markby at first, but she is an absolute gun through the middle. As this ball trapped, Jones was involved.
I think for
Hawker.
I think for this quarter, it's going to be the battle of the mids. It really is, and that ruck contest with Rowville clearly ahead in the ruck contest, that's really going to play a big part in this third quarter.
Well, we'll see how it all plays out, because it's a big task for this Kilsyth midfield group to really slow down the likes of some of those names we just mentioned. Simpson to Stevenson, can't keep it in. And across the line it goes, so we'll get a boundary throw in. If you are coming down today to see Beck, I'd make your way down there pretty shortly, because these car parks are starting to fill up pretty quickly. There's going to be a big crowd out here for some Good Friday football. As the ball comes back out, here's to the Hawks. Hargreaves trying to trap this one.
And it's a great opportunity for the Rowville faithful to see their women's side
live in action for the first time since 2022. The incept mark taken here by Harrison, centre half back.
Harrison's been really good for Kilsyth. She's really put herself in there.
Has fought hard. A lot of numbers for Rowville in the middle of the ground. He'll sock it off the ground. And there she is again, Harrison. Went one way, went the other. The handball's turned over. Emery involved again, trying to maintain possession of the football, taken away there by Beard. Got the handball off, and now they're off on towards the broadcast side. Picked up cleanly by Jackson. Takes the bounce. Take another if she wants to. Kicks forward towards the boundary line. The other Jackson involved.
Sorry there, Ryan. But again, the familiar names from the first half coming through. Jackson, Ivanovic, Harrison, Van Veen's being a little bit quiet towards the last half of the second quarter.
Well, probably one of their most important players. So
yeah,
we'll see how that all plays out in this third term.
Just a quick update on the injury for Rowville, number 32, Yananos. She's continues to be under trainer assessment and will most likely be referred for further assessment.
Thanks, Kate. So we'll get our ball up. Inside 50 here for the Cougars. Important to strike first in this third term, not let this Rowville side take control of the game, which they probably just did a little bit in that second term late. Forward for the Cougars, bouncing ball over the line, so Rowville survive the attack at the moment.
Key for Kilsyth is to get a score on the board quite early in this quarter. Because,
Yeah.
because if they don't and they leave it towards the end, you know, Rowville could be already ahead again.
Yeah, that's right. So here's Kilsyth, the kick forward. That was by Hardy. Bouncing out, and we'll get...
Her reaction was quite sweet. The moment she saw it, she just kind of put her hand over her
Yeah.
mouth and went, oh dear.
And the kick was smothered by Jackson, who kicked 2 goals in that first half for the Cougars. Both of Kilsyth's goals so far, trailing by 12 points at the moment, but good signs early in this third quarter. There she is again, Jackson. Her kick this time was smothered, and across the line it went. But this is what they want, and when they did look really good in the end of the first quarter, they were able to really lock their game down in their forward half of the ground.
I think that's what they're trying to do this quarter. I mean, Charlotte said that, you know, they really need to just shut it down in their forward pocket once it's in there, and this is what they're doing.
And just to capitalise on those opportunities too, because they,
Yeah.
when they did have it down there, they had a couple of shots on goal and just couldn't quite convert them through. So
But again, we can see that Rowville's possession is coming off, crumbing the ball through, and that. But to Kilsyth's credit, they are just shutting that down.
So ball up here. Van Veen got the handball off to Beard. Beard's kick forward. Van Veen again, getting involved. Ball comes back out. I believe that might be Stevenson. Off the right boot, keeps this one alive. Kilsyth with some numbers. Ball to be won. Great tackle. Umpire says play on. Stevenson involved again. And we'll get a ball up right in front of us on the broadcast side.
Just on a quick side note, BWS is going to be listening on his way to ball when to ball there. Is going to give us notes on what we can improve on, Ryan.
What's this? Does a Rowville go forward themselves underneath this one? Vanovic. Handball forward here from the Hawks. They potentially could be out. And we're going to get another stoppage. We played 7 minutes into this third term, and this is Rowville's first inside 50, I believe, for the quarter.
There's some frustration coming through. You can see signs of it just a little bit, unfortunately for Kilsyth. Let's hope that they can refocus and get back and focus on the ball not being on the frustration of not getting their play through.
Lane tried to keep that alive. Kilsyth with some numbers in their back half. That ball rolls out once again, and big opportunity here for Rowville. You feel like they get the first one of this third term, it suddenly makes it very difficult for Kilsyth, particularly with the way the Hawks have been dominating the clearances.
Just with Rowville at the moment, there just seems to be, you know, a little bit more aggression towards going after the ball than what Kilsyth has at the moment. I think Kilsyth's just slightly on the back foot, you know, more focusing on defensive rather than, you know, mixing that with the offensive to get it out of their forward, their back 50.
Well, I think what we've seen from the Hawks, they're certainly ready to take the game on at every chance they can get. As you mentioned, their attack on the footy has been great. Lane was involved once again. Ivanovic went without it. So the ball's still slippery from those conditions. Bit of rain early this morning, last night. Was it raining here when you got here at 5:30 in the morning?
7:30. No, there was still a little bit of rain, but it's just more ending off like a mist. But I'm impressed with just how well both teams have gelled together, respectively.
Yeah, that's right.
Considering, you know, they've got people from different clubs. Rowville just seems to have the upper edge at the moment, just with not losing their cool, keeping it focused, and no frustration as yet showing through, whereas Kilsyth has got a little bit of a frustration coming through, but, you know, it's footy.
Bouncing footy almost worked out well for Rowville. Eluded a couple of defenders there for Kilsyth. And they're back inside their forward 50 at the moment. Great to see the Hawks back in the senior women's competition. If you've just joined us, it is the first time since 2022 that they've fielded a side in the competition. Chasing that one, Mackenzie Crow's already got one on the board. Ball comes back out. Emery handballed it back, and now they go towards goal. Bouncing footy, still alive. Kilsyth happy to see it over for a minor score. That moves Rowville to 4-4, 28 to Kilsyth 2-3-15. And we are officially halfway through this third term.
I really feel that for Kilsyth to get back in the game, their key players like Van Veen and Harrison and Jackson, they've really got to step up and just break through and take the other players with them. And that is a goal to...
And it looks like that might have been Lane.
Quite possibly
she's put it through for the Hawks, and they really now start to create a bit of a buffer. 5-4-34 to Kilsyth 2-3-15, and they are in control.
I keep waiting for Lane to turn around to confirm which lane it is, whether it's number 10 or whether it's number 23.
Yeah, it was Lane.
We've got two lanes in the Rowville side. Number 10
Alicia Lane in the right
23.
There. So 5-4-34 to 2-3-15. As we're back in the middle again. There's Allen in defence here for the Hawks. Kick towards the far side. Simpson got the handball off. And dangerous kick. Picked off here from Ivanovic. Had some great moments today for Sarah Ivanovic. Important player for the side. Been one of the more experienced players of this Kilsyth outfit.
Well, like I said earlier, the Kilsyth really need players like her to step up, that have got that experience, that have got, that just a little bit extra talent to try and, respond to Rowville's recent goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's very scrappy at the moment on the ground. Kilsyth player with 3 Rowville players, and we're heading for a ball up.
That far side.
Clearance quite scrappy. Kilsyth with the ball, number 17. Again, Harrison trying to get it into Kilsyth's forward 50.
Big opportunity here for the Cougars as they try and push forward, but Rowville have done right out of defence. The mark is taken by Leonard. And can Kilsyth get one back? They really do need the next one if they're in chance of winning this game. Towards their half-forward line. Kicked away, back in towards the middle of the ground. Here's Emery. How much speed she's got on her. And off the right boot forward. Mark is intercepted, not quite taken, but by Jackson. Lovelock now. Came off the hands of Harrison. We're going to get a stoppage right in front of us. 6.5 minutes left in this third quarter.
You can begin to see that the girls are beginning to tire. Round 1, round 5, theoretically.
Yes.
Just getting back to their peak match fitness.
Ball towards centre wing. Great mark. And it was Smith again. Strong hands.
Smith has...
And she's a walking highlight reel.
Yeah, she's been dominating down in the back half as well. She's been the one intercepting Kilsyth's entry into their own 50.
So back in towards the middle of the ground here. Wrapped up in the tackle, thrown aside, and a free kick here going the way of the Hawks. And you have to love it because I think she's going to make a real impact this season, Smith, for this Rowville side. So I think she's going to cause a lot of problems. Pushing the back there from Emery. And the free kick will be going to Jackson. Out of defence here for the Cougars. Ball at the back, Harrison involved. It was picked up there by Prescott, who got a handball off in time. Stevenson again. Her kick.
It looks like we're going to
Looks
catch
like
the ball.
almost coming straight to us as out of bounds means Kilsyth take possession of the football,
Ryan,
and it'll be Prescott.
Ryan, just with this quarter, I've noticed that there's, in the first half of the game, there was far more loose Rowville players. I've noted that Kilsyth have picked up those loose players, and hence why we're having a more contested third quarter.
Yeah, that's right, as Stevenson was underneath that one, tapping it forward, came off the boot of Allen. Simpson involved.
Campbell.
Just get it out in time to Rowville. This is an important one to be run. Spinning around nicely was Leonard. Did well, but she was under a lot of pressure. Didn't have it, did Ivanovic, and she'll earn herself a free kick. Does a holding. It's certainly been involved quite a bit.
She's really stepped up this part of the quarter.
Yeah, one of the most important players on this Kilsyth lineup.
Again,
Harrison, been involved a lot today.
was able to keep it in.
So as we approach three-quarter time, we're less than 4 minutes to go, 3 minutes and 54 seconds left on the clock. It is Rowville 5-4-34 to Kilsyth 2-3-15 in this Good Friday marquee match.
Players have done well to keep the ball in play.
Still alive, isn't it, as the blind turn, handball forward. They're
No.
desperate for one goal here before three-quarter time, just to give themselves a bit more of a chance going into the final break.
Not only are Rowville dominating their clearances and their rocks, they're also really dominating in the pressure on tackles and pressure when, you know, the ball's getting really scrappy.
Well, defensively, they've held up well, haven't they? Here's
Absolutely.
Stevenson, and she's off with the right boot. One-on-one contest, no mark taken, so still alive. Vanovic doing well. She's got Jackson there with her, and the other Jackson as well. That was Hayley Jackson, who got her kick forward. Harrison, left boot, bouncing in the direction there of Hardy. Wrapped up in the tackle.
That progression of the four players for Kilsyth are the ones that we're consistently naming and have done so since first quarter. So, yeah.
Well, here's Prescott. Here's someone who's been really impressive in this third quarter, I thought for Kilsyth. Prescott, as she drove them into attack. Rowville clear this one back out, might come back in that direction. So Tool can control this one. Lane, handled back in the direction of Ivanovic. And the Hawks, who tried to take the game on, did Hargreaves, but run down. Great pressure from Sarah Ivanovic. So less than 2 minutes to go, Kate.
Ivanovic for Kilsyth is really dominated. Really dominated. She's been the key player to getting the ball in there forward 50.
Lane with the handball over the top, looking for Emery. Stoppage right, centre wing. Thanks for joining us on, we're also live on Facebook, I think, too, Kate.
Yes,
as well as
yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, of course. Busy afternoon ahead with two more senior games, both senior men's and senior men's Premier Division, Rowville and South Belgrave here at Seabeck for the grand final rematch between Baldwin and Blackburn. A free kick here being awarded to Jackson for the Cougars.
A little shout out to our camera person, because normally we'd have best in the business Megan Green, but she's off over at Baldwin, done the Baldwin women's match this morning, and then on camera for the radio game for Baldwin and Blackburn. We have a new camera operator on the camera with us today, and shout out to him, he's doing a really good job.
Doing fantastic. As we get a ball up here, centre wing. 44 seconds left in the quarter. Jackson was held without it. She'll get herself a free kick. They'll certainly have to be quick. They want us to get one back.
This is their key opportunity with what we've got like 25 seconds on the clock left.
Yeah, absolutely is.
I don't think she can do the distance.
No, get her inside 50 and see if they can get a mark. Out the back, came off hands. Important one for Rowville to defend. Ball comes back out, Prescott involved again. 5 seconds left and there's going to be no more scoring. So at three-quarter time here, Rowville take a handy lead into the final break. 5:34 to Kilsyth 2:3:15.
And it's about to rain.
And, well, it's a good time for us to take our last break here before we return for the final quarter in this Deakin University match of the round.
Turn around and said, oh, we haven't got any, you know, and things like that. So we're getting stuffed around. It's,
Welcome back to the Deakin University match of the round. Rowville taking on Kilsyth in this Good Friday clash. 3/4 time here. The Hawks lead 5-4-34 to Kilsyth 2-3-15. A 19-point lead for the Hawks going into the final break, and it's probably certainly, I mean, at least on the scoreboard gotten control in that third term. Kilsyth had some opportunities, but for the most part, Rowville really starting to lock themselves in here.
Hi, sorry, just back. Just had a quick catch up with Kilsyth coach Charlotte Baker. Basically, the focus this quarter, final quarter, is just to keep their heads focused and just stick to their game style because their game style they can win with it, and just taking forward all the things that they've addressed in the previous 3 quarters.
Thanks, Kate, as we get started in this 4th term, and once again it was Emery with the clearance for the Hawks.
She's really dominated this game.
Yeah, I'd say she'd be one of the players to watch when you talk about League B and Fs in this division. Obviously going very, very early there, but I think she'll feature well in the votes today from the umpires as holding free kick going the way of Kilsyth.
Considering we've got 1 or 2 coaches from the same division just checking out both teams here.
Yep, good opportunity for it. As Hardy's kick forward came off the hands of Simpson. We'll get a ball up there at the half-forward line.
Rowville are continuing to dominate the ruck and clearances, which I think has been the key for them in being, 3 goals ahead.
Yeah, as this ball on centre wing here, trying to keep this in front of herself. There was Mackenzie Crow's free kick here going towards her, against her, should I say, to Prescott.
Prescott's really started the 3rd quarter well and has continued to make her presence known.
Yeah, she's had a great second half. If she is again, she'll be able to get the inside 50 for Kilsyth if they can win this one-on-one battle.
As Smith-Clark for Kilsyth.
Ball forward, high free kick, and that's going against lane, and probably still a long way out from goal here, Hardy. So she'll put it towards top of the square, bouncing footy.
I think
big tackle applied, and there is a ball up inside 50.
Targeting Bentley with that entry into their forward 50.
If they can get the first of the 4th quarter, might be able to create something out of this and potential late comeback. Doing nicely, Smith-Clark. Got it away in time. Jackson involved again. Van Veen underneath this one. Jackson got a handball. Emery able to clear the ball out towards centre half back for the Hawks. Involved again, Smith. Putting the pressure on. She's moved back after playing most of the day up forward.
Play's become scrappy again like it was in the first part of the 1st quarter. We've had
tap forward by Lane. Smith. It's brought down to the ground, and umpire says ball it up. Played just over 3 minutes into this final term. 5-4-34 to 2-3-15. Emery bouncing kick in towards the middle of the ground. It's cut off here for Kilsyth. They go forward now, inside 50. Jackson chasing this one. Picked up with the right hand. Spins around. Did she get her handball off in time? No, she didn't. Holding the ball. And it is a free kick here to the Hawks in Simpson, who's been very impressive today. Might fly under the radar a little bit with this midfield group, but one of their more important players in the lineup. And we'll get a ball up right in front of the boundary line here at Seabeck Oval. It is very cold, Kate. I should have brought another jumper.
Mine's in the car, mate.
So if you're travelling down here, certainly rug up.
It might be becoming sunny, but that wind is a sharp There's one thing I've noticed with both teams' mids. They're very evenly matched. I mean, the breakout for Kilsyth would be Ivanovic, and definitely the breakout for Rowville is Emery. Those two, when they get going, are the key reason there's points on the board for both teams.
So, again, held up here. Van Veen was looking for play on him, but umpire called it. So, back in the middle, Hargreaves. Long kick forward. They've got two numbers in front to run onto this. Crow's going to be one. Got a teammate there to work with. Right boot forward. Can they get a mark? They do. Great transition. And there's Markby. And we thought she was 116 earlier, playing in the middle, but this is the real Markby up forward in the 16 as she'll line up for goal. Off the right boot. And she hits up a target herself.
Nice.
And the Hawks, big opportunity just to seal the game. With a goal here would be huge. It's 14 minutes left in this final term. They currently lead by 19 points. They've kicked the last 3 or 4 goals of the game.
It's going to be an ask across the face and in no wind, or has she done it?
And just a minor score, so
okay.
They move to 5-5-35 Rowville, Kilsyth 2-3-15. 14 minutes to play in this final quarter.
And a 20-point lead.
It looks just about over. Not impossible here for Kilsyth, but it's going to take a lot to kick 4 goals in the space of 14 minutes with the way Rowville have set up this game well. Hargreaves forward. And they'd love just probably to put one through in the next couple of minutes just to really seal the deal for the Hawks.
For Kilsyth, they really need to get one back down their end, but as we've noted earlier in the game, the left-hand side scoring end seems to be the dominant scoring end for this game. For both sides.
Smith's kick inside 50. No mark taking, the ball hit the deck. Jackson involved for the Cougars. And we'll get another ball up inside 50.
Ryan, I would say that for Kilsyth, that Jackson has been the most consistent across all 4 quarters so far.
Yeah, probably been the most consistent there. There's
okay.
The ball comes back out, kept alive, and I'll just letting it play on a little bit here until we get a stoppage. Looks like we might have a Hawks play down.
That was a heavy fall to the ground.
On that far side on the boundary line at the moment.
That's 18 Crow Mackenzie. I think it is. They've indicated for the trainer.
So play will hold up just here at the moment.
Yeah.
If you've just joined us, Rowville lead 5-5-35 to Kilsyth 2-3-15 with 12 minutes of play in this final quarter. This Good Friday clash, it is in fact a round 5 clash, and it has been moved forward to play on Good Friday.
But it's been a fantastic opportunity for us to have a look at both these teams.
Yep.
As we continue to mention, Rowville finally back in the comp. When we last saw them in 2022, and Kilsyth, which we haven't seen much of, and it's just been really great to see both teams where they are at the start of the season and how defensive-wise, well, more so both their mids are very consistent and very evenly matched, and it's only through Rowville's breakaway in Emery, player number 116, and in a combination of Ivanovic and Jackson for Kilsyth.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that Rowville at the moment continues to have the advantage with the ruck contests and clearances. So they're big positives for Rowville to continue it, and perhaps an area that Kilsyth can work on moving forward.
Yeah, certainly. As play resumes, that far side of the ground, the Hawks 20-point lead over the Cougars. Ivanovic off the right boot. Ball might come back here through Hargreaves. Bouncing footy. It's kept alive, still moving that forward 50. Off the right boot. Kick was smothered. So Gregory's kick rolls out of bounds.
Yeah, just had the thought, Ryan, that having this playing round 5 here on Good Friday, that actually gives them a buffer of having that round 5 week off, which means if there's any, niggles that they need to address, it's kind of a very strategic time to have that break.
Yeah, it can sometimes work out really well for you, depending on where you're situated in terms of fitness and in injury. So it might work out for one of these two sides, depending on obviously how things play out, but particularly for Rowville today, they're going to walk away with the 4 points to start the season, start their campaign for 2026, which is the big thing. That's fantastic for them.
Okay, a little bit of frustration boiling over there, but the umpiring has been fantastic.
Yeah, we've got one of the younger umpires out there with one of our more experienced umpires. It's great to see. The umpiring numbers been fantastic. And here is a chance for the Hawks, and I believe that's Emery.
Yep.
Who was able to take the intercept mark and calmly said, I'll take my time here and take my 30 seconds and go back and take the set shot to really seal this victory. They're 20 points up. She's been dominant today for the Hawks. Emery comes in. It's coming back, it's touched on the line, and it's just a minor score. So moves Rowville to 5-6-36, Kilsyth 2-3-15. 8.5 minutes left in this final quarter.
She really has dominated the game.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And
if we were giving best on ground today,
well, she would be my 3 votes.
And my 3 votes as well.
I'd be fascinated to see at the end of the year when we see the votes from the umpires where she'd feature, but I would say pretty high up. Ivanovic bouncing towards the middle of the ground. Chasing this one. Involved again was Smith, giving away the free kick. And
I'm impressed with Kilsyth and their tenacity and just the fact that they're reaching deep and trying everything they can to have an answer to Rowville's defence and their mids.
We've certainly seen the signs for the Cougars. This ball, they're still fighting. They still haven't thrown in the towel yet. Smith involved again, or in Tucker. Got the handball back out. Clearing kick. There's Smith. Big collision with Harrison. Ball comes forward towards Van Veen. Stevenson trying to handball and keep it in herself. Applies the pressure on the tackle on Huntington.
That nice crowd, that we hit.
Yep. Yeah, look like a heavy collision right in front of us.
Kilsyth's got a hell of a lot of positives to take from this game, and just perhaps some things to tweak. But I'm still impressed with how they've gone with this first hit out for the season.
Yeah, definitely. They will certainly take a lot of positives out of this game. The handball forward. Stevenson got it off. Here's Emery. Takes on her opposition, gets her handball off in time. Looks like she's limping as well. Kick was smothered. Falls back in the hands of Simpson. And got it off to Stevenson. Her kick bounds on the full. 6 minutes to play in this final quarter as Emery comes off the ground, a bit sore.
Looking like a cramp.
Yeah, it looks like it. So Kilsyth have probably had, in the last few minutes, had plenty of the football, just haven't quite been able to
Get it past.
Yeah, get on the scoreboard, create some scoring opportunities. Van and at the moment there's cross.
I feel with this game and for games moving forward that teams coming up against Rowville, they really have to find a way through Rowville's mids, because this is where the ball's getting held up for the opposition to get down to their forward 50.
Well, I think when we look at it a little bit more throughout the season, it's a star-studded lineup in that midfield for the Hawks, which is going to be very hard for other sides to stop. Back in the middle of the ground. That 21-point lead, 5-6-36 Rowville, 2-3-15 Kilsyth. 5 minutes gone in this fourth term. We'll get another ball up again.
But again, for both teams, there's positive across the board. Rowville, you know, for them moving forward with how dominant they've been in third and this fourth quarter, you know, and
here we go, breaking away Stevenson. She takes the bounce and almost hits up the target. Kilsyth under extreme amount of pressure here in their back half.
Kilsyth's backs have been really impressive because without what they've been doing and the amount of pressure that they're applying to Rowville, Rowville's forward 50 would just walk over them.
Yes.
Especially with the likes of Emery down there.
Held up here, handball away. Ball comes back out. And we're going to get a stoppage.
We have 4 minutes left of the game.
Yes, less than 4 minutes in this final quarter. Clearing kick here for Kilsyth. Centre half back. Tapped away. Prescott got a handball off in time. The pressure was good from Lane. We'll get another stoppage. 3.5 minutes go in this final term. 5-6-36 Rowville. Kilsyth 2-3-15. First game of the 2026 season. And the Hawks are going to get the 4 points in their return towards the senior women's competition this year.
Strong pressure from Rowville's forwards on Kilsyth's back, just trying to clear out the ball from Rowville's forward 50.
Ball comes back down. Chasing this one is Simpson, tapping it towards herself. Otherwise, award something here off ball. Just waiting to see where that's actually come from. There's a white card. So looks like we had some been directed at the Rowville coach's box. So not too sure what happened there. We're a bit further away from that. So play will resume in just a moment with 2.5 minutes in this fourth term. Hawks just trying to create or gain some territory. Emery back out there too, so
Krantz addressed.
Good to see, because she's been dominant today for the Rowville Football Club. Holding free kick here, and it will go the way of the Hawks. Cross. Inside 50.
Nearly cleared the mark.
Simpson. Emery. Right boot kick was smothered. And a free kick here will go to Jackson for Kilsyth. He's come off a bit sore from that tackle. 1.5 minutes left to go.
But Jackson's been everywhere for Kilsyth.
Well, there's the other Jackson too.
Yeah, both have been, you know, incredible workhorses for, you know, their work ethic has been really fantastic this game.
So, well, there's certainly a lot of positives for Kilsyth they'll take into round one in a couple of weeks' time. Kick forward, Stevenson. Picked it up nicely. She'd love to finish off a goal here and just to the left, so a minor score. And moves Rowville to 5-7-37. Kilsyth 2-3-15 with 40 seconds left to play in this final quarter.
With the FNL Deakin Uni women's round one starting April 18th.
So still two weeks away as they're looking for one more. They go back inside 50 again. And that one out of bounds. So it looks like that will be our final score with 14 seconds unless there's something that comes out of this kick in from the Cougars.
What we can see with Rowville, it's going to be very hard for the opposition because not only incredibly strong in their mids, but defensively and in their forwards. So they really are the overall package.
Well, there is your siren for the first Deakin University's women's match of the round. Rowville 5-7-37 have defeated Kilsyth 2-3-15. Rowville, their first game back in the competition. They start with the 4 points. Very exciting for the Hawks as they get ready for a big season ahead. And we've got the goal kickers as well from today for Kilsyth. The 2 goals both came to Jackson.
Yep.
And for Rowville,
it was Smith 2, Emery 1, and Krogan 1, and wait a minute, I've got more. 5,
and
1,
Lane.
2, 3, 4, yeah, and Lane in this last quarter. So yeah,
so
that's very dominant display from Rowville.
Yeah, definitely. So
Definitely
that's it
a statement.
Statement win early. That's it for us here. We're going to jump off. We've got live stream later today at Seabeck. Rowville versus South Belgrave in the senior men's. South Belgrave's first game in Premier Division, as well as the Eastland match of the round between Baldwin and Blackburn.
Have fun.
I will. Thank you, Kate.
Thank you, Ryan.
We'll see you next time.
Well, no, I'll take it. I just thought we'll get going for the first game. We'll have a go at it the second game. We've got 2 out. We've got 3 out.
Is it worth them roping off that area or like a radar?
We're right. We're right.
No one's getting in camera view or anything?
Not really on the ground. We should be.